of these bones for my dog, and she told me to just take them. And I was like, we'll go with everything. And then I have the emotional support chicken, so that will go on my chickens. I have a crochet bumblebee. Now this is a bit tighter, and then that's the bumblebee tag. And so today I am doing a vlog with some updates about my storefront, and then we're actually also going to go over to my storefront and do some stocking and just take a look at how everything is looking, you know, resituate some stuff. So first exciting update is that I have made new tags for my plushies. So before I was doing basically just my business card, which is about like this big, and on some of the plushies it felt really large, and I had leftover business cards and I was trying to get through them before I made or bought anything new. But the boutique that I sell at, their barcode labels are pretty big, and it was just covering up a large section of my business card, like my logo on there, which I didn't like. So I went ahead and did a little revamp. So I have 4 new tags. Okay, so this is the lineup. So this one will go with everything, and then I have some like more custom tags per plushie. I only have like 3 of them done, but I have this one that will go with everything, and then I have the emotional support chicken, so that will go on my chickens. I have a crochet bumblebee and a hatching chick tag. We'll show you how some of the tags look. So I did a few bumblebees, and this is, let's see if we can get it to focus, how the tag looks on. So a new change that I also made was I'm tying them on with yarn now, which I don't know why I didn't think of that before. I have like these little like tag things, and they're really long, so all of the tags would just sit so far from the plushie and it didn't look great. So now this is a bit tighter. And then that's the bumblebee tag, and then this one will be underneath all of them, or it will be the only tag if I don't have a specialty tag on it. So it has my QR code to my link tree, and that's another update, is that I made a link tree. So I was struggling with these tags for a few reasons. I needed it to be big enough to scan a QR code, but I have 3 different platforms that I'm on. So 3 QR codes was taking up a lot of space, and they had to be pretty small. And then I also wanted space for the barcode labels to not cover anything up at the shop. So I opted for 2 tags because I was trying to make it work front and back, and it just was not working. So we're at 2 tags. So here's what a couple of them look like together. I think they look so cute. And then so I have the emotional support chicken one, and that one will go on my chickens like I mentioned, and it'll go in front of the Lindsey's Lovies one. And then the hatching chick, I actually have a few of those, and this is what that one looks like on. I actually tagged these before I came up with this one, so I'm gonna need to probably remove these and put this on behind it. But I have a few hatching chickens that are going to go to the shop today as well. Here's another one. It's a little bit taller. I think I did an extra round, or I did one less like on this one. But that's what they look like. The other thing that I worked on for tags was I worked on these a little while ago, and I just kind of threw it on now because I don't have anything else. But I want to do something like this where it's kind of like puns. So this one says, "Some bunny loves you," and then it says, "It's me." I have since made this "It's me" a bit bigger so you can see it better, but I want to do like a really like a custom tag for every plushie. So if there's like, you know, just the bumblebee, I would just do like the crochet bumblebee, or I would do kind of like a pun or like a funny saying or like a gift saying, so that this could be like something that someone buys for someone. So this one is really intended to be like a gift. So it would be "Somebody loves you, it's me," and it would be coming from like a person that loves you. So it's not me, Lindsay, but it's whoever's giving the gift. And then this is how I had it before. I had the back saying like, "I'm handmade, please hand wash," and then it just had like my URL, like my username for the platforms. But even this was not enough space for the barcode label. So I was like getting frustrated because I'm like, there's no room and it's already so small. So I think 2 tags was the way to go, and the QR code is like even better. So, but yeah, this is a cute little fuzzy bunny, and I actually made a few of these maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and I put one out at the shop and it did sell like right away. So I have 2 more to put out, and we'll do that today, and we will see how they sell. Other than that, I have a few items in my car already. I have octopus or octopi, and I don't know, maybe a chicken or something in my car. I don't fully remember. So I'm going to bring these tags with me. I think I'm going to put them in my little backpack that I always bring with me to the shop, just in case I need to tag any items there. I would love to kind of redo them all, but I'm trying to start in small chunks, and like, you know, sometimes I change my mind or I get a new idea, so I don't want to do too many before I really finalize, but I do really like these ones that I made. Other updates, I got a sewing machine, so let me show you some of the stuff I've done. Okay, so sewing has a little bit of a lower margin for error, so I am probably going to have like a little imperfect corner or basket at the shop where I sell things like really low price that I've like messed up on, especially while I'm learning. So I made this little baby bow, and I do think it's really cute. I'm just trying to figure out like sizing. So I looked up a lot of the recommended sizes for like a newborn, and I just still don't really trust it. I don't know, I'm just the type of person that really like, I feel really uncomfortable selling something before I've like seen a baby wear it, you know? But I have no babies in my life, so I don't know, I might have to find some people like online, like tester kind of people that do that kind of stuff, and send them some free stuff so they can try it. But this fabric is not stretchy. This is one I intended for something else, but I had some extra, so I just went ahead and made one. So I made it a little bit bigger since it's not stretchy, and I really don't know if it's going to fit a newborn. And then this one is stretchy. But it's, I mean, since I sewed a seam in the middle. The seam is really like kind of preventing it from stretching, or I don't know. So I think this would be more like a preemie, but I'm not sure. So I'm not sure that I'm gonna like put these out, but I've been practicing. And then what I intended to do was blankets. So I did make these little reversible kind of baby blankets, and this is like a soft stretchy fabric that was that bow, and then this is the other bow, and this is more of like this is like a swaddle, the front one, the Sun's. So I thought they were cute, you know, reversible. They're kind of like lightweight, like if you just wanted like a little throw blanket for the car seat or something, or the stroller. But a lot of them have a few mistakes. So like this one has a little ripple here, just because I had some excess fabric under it. And then I have this one that is little rainbows and the green on the back, and this one has a few mistakes as well. So another ripple on the back. Because this fabric is stretchy, it's a bit hard to make sure that you're not pulling it tight and then letting it loose later, and yeah, it's a bit difficult. Another one with the rainbows, but this one's a bit smaller, so it's kind of more like a large like burp cloth or something. And this one I actually did a really good job on. There was just one area where the seam was a little too I don't know, close to the edge, right there in the middle there. It's about this far the rest of the way around, and then it got a little bit too close there. And then there's another one, and this one I'm pretty sure is like basically perfect, but I sewed it inside out. So it's the same Sun fabric, but I sewed them together what looked like right side out, because when you sew you do it inside out. So it looked right while I was doing it, and then after I realized it was inside out. So you can still kind of see like that they're like little suns, and it looks like faded, but yeah. So none of those are going to go to the shop right now, but in the future I do plan to carry baby bow headbands, and I will get these on like a little piece of cardstock that looks like, you know, it's packaged cute. And then I want to do like little baby blankets. I really don't know that they'll sell though. Like I feel like the market is more like gifty stuff, and I was really hoping that there would be some people shopping for like baby showers or that have them coming up, but I haven't sold a lot of baby stuff. So hoping, but I'm not sure. I think that's it. So I think I'm gonna eat real quick. I haven't eaten anything and I think it's like almost noon. And then we are gonna go over to the shop. It is rainy and gloomy, but we are going to just do it and make it work. Oh my God, guys, it's like downpouring. I'm like sopping my hair. Oh my God, I am sopping wet. I don't know if you can even tell, but it's literally downpouring. My shoes are, I was wearing Birks and like my feet and my shoes are sopping wet. Oh, and then I feel like I'm like living in a parallel universe. I just went into Petco to do a return and I grabbed a few, like the girl was like talking to me a lot, and I grabbed a few of these bones for my dog and she told me to just take them, and I was like, are you sure? Like, she was the worker and she was like, yeah, don't worry about it. And I was like, do you have the authority to do this, or am I like gonna get in trouble? What's happening? So I got free dog bones for Mac and I just returned at Michael's and Petco for something that wasn't pet related. It was a happy return. I've never done that before, but it was easy. Now on to the shop and then Joanne. Happy Sunday, guys. Enjoy my grandma sweater. This is literally from my grandma and it's so cute. But let's see. So yesterday we left off and I was going to Joann. So at Joann I got fabric. I held myself back from buying a lot of fabric. So I ended up buying like kind of like a Sherpa fabric. I don't know how much you can tell. I was looking for more of like a buckle or buckle type fabric. But this is what they had that was kind of close to what I was looking for. And I wanted to make these little flower pillows. So I cut this out and I was really excited, and then my sewing machine wouldn't sew it. It kept getting jammed, which is definitely not a common thing with my sewing machine. So it's definitely the fabric, like just like literally 2 stitches and it gets jammed. So I'm gonna look at that and see if there's anything I can kind of do to make this fabric work, but at the end of the day, it was gonna be really hard because it's really thick, so even like my presser foot like doesn't even need to be down to fit this under there, and then, I mean, obviously it has to be down to sew, so it wasn't really great from the start anyway. And then sewing in a circle, this, I was a bit worried. So I ordered some hand sewing needles. I'm going to try hand sewing it. But we will see. If you have advice, let me know. I'll always take it. And let's see. Then I have an order of monkeys. So I have this order from Facebook of these little monkeys. Look how cute. And I just love the tail. And I'm using like a bit of a fuzzier yarn than Bernat. So I don't know how much you can tell, but the stitches are a little bit more blurred than they would be with Bernat Blanket, and I really love it. It's so soft, like way softer than Bernat. So I have 2 of those done, and it's an order of 5 for a lady's grandchildren, so super cute. And I have 2 done, 3 left. I don't have enough yarn at the moment, so I won't be finishing the 5 or starting anymore today. And then other than that, I worked on baby bows a little bit more. So what I did with this bow, which this one I already showed you guys, I did an inside seam and folded it in half and sewed it to where it's very, you know, it's like the edge is perfect and everything. And then I also sewed the ends of the bow before tying it. This looks really good. I think I just need to not go as close to the end next time here because I think it looks a little weird. Like I think I would stop here on the bow parts. The only thing I didn't like about this one was that with the seam running through it and being folded in half, it's not as stretchy. So I really was thinking it would be better to leave the fabric unfolded and unsewed. And you can see this one is pretty stretchy, but, and let's see. Then that means the raw edges of the fabric are visible. So right here you can see like it's never gonna be a fully perfect cut. And I am not sure. I'm not sure how much you're gonna be able to tell on camera either, but it like there's some fraying if you can see right here by my fingers. And it's really thin. So it combined with like the fraying, the thinness, it just looks a bit cheap, I guess. But oh, doesn't want to sit straight. It is cute. And it's definitely stretchy. So I'm trying to figure out which one I like better. I mean, I think this one looks more like professional because everything is folded and clean, and like this one has some frays, but it's not as stretchy. I think I could eliminate this issue if I just had a baby to put this on, just to make sure. And I know all babies have different circumferences and they're in different percentiles, and you know, head size is always different, but like I think if I could try it on just like 5 babies and like see, okay, this one has a bigger head, this one has a smaller head, it fits both, then I think that would be good. Because I'm really like relying on the stretch to be more universal, but if this one doesn't have as much stretch, then, you know, I'm just a little nervous. So I also like did some research on baby bows, and it just looks like a lot of people aren't using super stretchy fabric, which I was under the impression that it really needed to be stretchy to kind of fit any head size. So I may hold off on the bow wraps until I get a better idea of like what sizing I think is best. And I may do like the little bows that sit on like a little elastic that go around the head, and like the little pigtail bows that you can order. I thought if I put some like 4th of July ones out at the shop, they might do well, because like it would be like just something, a holiday that's coming up, and people like to dress their kids up for the 4th, so I might think about that. A lot of experimenting, a lot of time going into all of these experiments, and a lot of money, so it's really difficult. But good news is the shop has been doing so well, and I'm actually about to record a video with a Q&A and a little update on how the shop has been going. And spoiler alert to you guys, it's been going well. So I'm really happy with it, and every sale I make, I just get so excited, and yeah, it's just awesome. So even since yesterday when I put a bunch of stuff out there, I've already sold several things. So if you are interested in the Q&A, I'm going to talk about, well, I mean, I've gotten a lot of questions about like how it works and all of that, and then I'm also going to talk about like what I've sold so far, how much I've made. So if you are interested in that, go to this video and I will just fill you in there. As far as the rest of the day here goes, I do have some extra of this fabric and the other 2 fabrics that I had as well, and I might do some more bows, even though I'm not fully sure on sizing and everything. I'm gonna have to make them to try them out, so I have to make them. The choice is more in if I take them to the shop or if I kind of find someone that has a child like just roaming around the town. Do you have children? Can you please put these bows on them? I don't know, but I think I do have to make them regardless. So I think that might be the plan. Other than that, I need to make some more hatching chicks. I put 2 out yesterday, 1 already sold, and my goal was to make more than 2 anyways, so I need to make some more of those. I would love to really get through this yarn collection because I'm not so sure if I'm going to keep using burnout blanket. And then I've also told you guys that I want to really like hone in on a certain color palette. So I would love to just work through it, but I just really don't know what to make. I'm really hard on myself. Like I want to make what's gonna sell, but I don't know what's gonna sell. And I also feel like the more inventory I have, the better the shop looks, the more it draws people in and stuff like that. So I kind of need to get out of my head about it, but I just don't know what to make. I'll probably just end up making more of the hatching chicks because I feel like those will sell. I mean, our one already did, and that's like a good use of my time. So probably bows and hatching chicks and cleaning. That is what I know right now for what the rest of my day will look like. I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, debrief. So I got 3 little chicks done, and these will have the matching eggs, but I didn't do the eggs yet. And I only did 3. I would have done more, but I don't have a lot of time, and I'm not sure still how they're gonna sell. So just doing a few. And then I worked on this little pillow. So it's super cute, definitely like the vibe that I was going for. I definitely want a different fabric in the future. Like this is very Sherpa-y, and I don't like the feel of that. I think some people don't mind it, but I don't like it. And another thing that I would change is I traced the shape of the flower and the circle on the back side of this fabric with blue Sharpie, and the Sherpa shedded a little bit around the edges, you can see. And in some areas you can see the blue Sharpie like right here. So that's something that I would definitely change next time, but I think the overall concept is very cute. I'm happy with it. But other than that, it is almost 8 o'clock and I'm going to go ahead and get ready for bed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!